I usually have this discussion with blue hair lefty weirdos, right? Like the what's next discussion I usually have with blue hair weirdos advocating for revolution, right? But this week I've been having that exact discussion with right-wing conservative douchebags who are trying to convince me to come to this March for Australia protest because I'm so autistic about the flag that, like, they see the flag and they remember I like it, and so they're like, hey, you coming to the protest? And I'm like, actually, my children are immigrants, so no. But anyway, like, that's not the point. The point is, like, I keep having this same discussion. Okay, you want a revolution, you want to get rid of the government and whatnot. Who picks up the rubbish next week? Who picks up the rubbish, and where do they take it as well? You know what I mean? Like, because if we don't have a sound policy in regards to trash, in regards to rubbish, if we don't have a sound policy, we're all dead within 2 months after the revolution, right? We all die from diarrhea or dysentery or some other disease-laden reason. Like, we need a good sanitation policy, and we need to know where we're taking large amounts of rubbish, right? What's your plan for that? If you haven't thought about that, perhaps you're not as revolutionary as you thought. You're not thinking big enough, right? Our birth rate is 1.4% in this country, which is bad. I will tell you why it's bad, because to replace the amount of people we have, you need it to be 2. 1 for the mum, 1 for the dad. John Howard used to try and increase the birth rate by saying have 1 for the mum, 1 for the dad, 1 for the country. That might have been his underling Costello, not him. But either way, it was like the message at the time. Have 1 kid for mum, 1 kid for dad, and 1 for the country. And we're currently having 1.4. We don't have enough people here. If you like Medicare, if you like roads being fixed, if you like energy production, like if you like anything at all we do here as a country, then we need immigration. I'm perfectly happy to have a discussion about which immigrants we let in and why. I think we let in far too many students and not enough working families. Give me the bricklayer and his wife and kids over the fucking student who's going to come here, learn how to be a doctor, and then fuck off back to India to be a doctor there. You know what I mean? Like, there is a mature discussion that we could be having about immigration, but it is not going to happen at the behest of flag-waving fucking rednecks. The thing that's irked me the most, right, is people are like, I say, oh, actually, my children are immigrants, and they go, oh, aren't your children citizens? And it's like, yeah, you can be both of those things at once. How dumb are you? Like, what do you mean? But yeah, anyway, point being, I'm not interested in your fucking silly March for Australia when you have no plan, all right? You want to protest the government? What could we be doing better? Logistically, specifically, tell me your plan and I might get on board with it. But at the moment, you just look like a kid throwing his fucking toys out of the cot.